What's going on, guys? Elijah Porter here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to my 2001 Porsche 996. If you've watched my last couple videos, you will know that one of my least favorite things about the car is these aftermarket rims that someone put on it. First of all, I don't know what brand they are. They don't really fit on the car, and they're in absolutely terrible condition. The paint is chipping, and it looks like someone spray painted them anyway. So today, I'm gonna put the car back to some stock 996 rims. In addition to that, we're gonna get the car cleaned up in detail because tomorrow is Exotics on Los Olas in downtown Fort Lauderdale. It's a huge car show where they basically shut down a couple city blocks, fill it with exotic cars. About 40,000 people attend. The Savage Garage team is gonna be there as well. So I'm very excited to get there. So right now, let's go ahead and get those stock rims on the car. Stick around and enjoy the video. From the moment I got the car, I wanted to change the rims. In case you couldn't tell from the intro, I really hate the rims that are on the car. And so basically from day one of ownership of the car, I was trying to find new rims. Ultimately, I wanted to go with stock, but I did consider aftermarket options. But I really liked all the options that were given for the 996, and so I wanted to find a set of stock rims. Unfortunately, finding a set of stock rims for a car that is 20 years old can be a little difficult. And then when you do find rims, they're either basically brand new and are crazy expensive, or they are really old and beat up. Luckily, I found these, which are a little bit of a compromise. I found them on OfferUp, and I paid $600 for these rims with all the tires. The back tires are in really good shape, which is good because the back tires are about $300 a piece, so I worked out well there. But the front tires definitely do need to be replaced. And the rims are in decent condition. They do have a slight amount of curb rash, but ultimately I should be able to refinish these rims later on and get them back to looking basically brand new. Now that the new wheels are nice and cleaned up, it's time to get them on the car. And I actually stopped for a while and took a break because getting the lug nuts off of the car, like the old lug nuts, was so difficult that it actually gave me a really bad headache trying to get them off. I was having to put forth so much effort. Somebody did them way too tight whenever they put on the stupid ugly wheels. And so I had to take a break, but I got all of them broken loose, so now it should be easy to get off. Well, the first wheel is on, and I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to move on and do the rest of the next 3 wheels. had a couple issues getting the wheels on. I'll just kind of recap. So number one, the lug nuts that were on it were way too tight. I don't know who tightened them down, but they did them way too much. So it took like a ton of effort to get them off, and that's what kind of made me start to not feel very good. I kind of had a little headache all day, and then trying to get those off just really killed me. And then also my floor jack, the car was too low for it to fit under, so I had to drive the car up onto a piece of plywood in order to get the jack under it. So that was like an extra hassle. And then also I was unaware of how the Porsche lug nuts are. So there's no studs on the wheels where the lug nut screws onto. The lug nut is actually more like a bolt. So it's very hard to lift the wheel up and put the lug nut in at the same time. So I had to wait for my wife to get home so she could kind of help me lift up the wheels. Or so she could help me put in the lug nuts while I lifted up the wheels. But now what I need to do is go and put air in the tires. I don't think they're at the correct pressures. And I have a little pump here, but it's not very powerful. So I'm just gonna take it down to the gas station. I need to get gas anyway, and pump up the tires. And then I'm gonna come home and kind of give this thing a wash and a detail because the interior is very dirty, and I haven't washed the car in a while. That was kind of a sketchy little drive. It was like less than a mile, but the front right side is like really flat. Yeah, so I'm glad I made it here. I'm just waiting to get there. The fronts are kind of close to needing to be replaced anyway, so if it is leaking air, it's not the end of the world, but it would be nice if it wasn't. So I'm back from getting air in the tires, and so now I'm just going to kind of clean up the interior. It's pretty dirty, lots of leaves in the carpets, and I think I actually need to shampoo the carpets a little bit. They're looking kind of dingy, so I need to do that, and then I'll get it out and wash it. And when I detail a car, I just kind of do like the bare necessities of what needs to be done, because honestly it rains so much here in South Florida that it's just going to get, like, the car's going to get dirty again in like a week. So I don't put in like tons and tons of effort. I just kind of get it where it looks good enough and I feel like it's clean because I'm very OCD. And then that way I haven't put a ton of time into it, and if I need to redo it again, I don't feel like I've wasted all my time. So let's go ahead and open up the interior, clean it out, and then I'll pull the car out and wash it. And also I need to clean off these old rims so that I can list them for sale. With the new rims on the car and it all shined up, it looks fantastic, and I don't think anybody would guess that this is a rebuilt bargain 911. In my opinion, the rims completely changed the look of the car. It looks to me like it could be brand new. Okay, that might be a stretch, but it does look fantastic in my opinion, and I am so excited for all the things I have planned for this car in the future. I know today's video format was a little bit different with all the time lapses, but if you did enjoy the content, please hit the like button. Helps out the channel a ton. Additionally, if you wouldn't mind subscribing and hitting the notification bell, that helps me out as well. And as always, stay tuned for all my adventures on 2 wheels, 4 wheels, or no wheels at all. Bye.